1 or 2 years with Will. I'm trying to think, was Will here when Kirby's freshman year? I think it was 2 years with my freshman red shirt my freshman year. Will, I'm trying to think. That's right. Maybe it was just one. I can't remember. And then Derek was a GA at the time, right? And then Kirby came a year after I came.
I know you've got games to think about and stuff, but I mean, when you think about that little group there, and I mean, because y'all obviously formed a bond that has continued over a number of years, hasn't it?
Yeah, we all talk and all in coaching, and you know, everybody wishes everybody well. Obviously, we're all in the same league and play against each other, and it's a tough deal. And don't talk much during the season, but you know, when one of us is out of it or not playing each of us are pulling for each other.
When you talk, do you talk football or twins and triplets or what?
Yeah, more how your family's doing and stuff like that. Had a big get together at Kirby's house this summer. You know, with a bunch of guys that played, and it was more just hanging out with the kids and having a good time. Not really any football.
What about matching wits with him? I mean, are you excited about that end of it? And is he a tough guy to match with?
I'm not really excited about any of them watching them on tape now. They're pretty formidable opponent. You know, you really can't find a lot of answers watching tape. They do an outstanding job just really stopping everything that the teams they play do. It's going to be a tough challenge, which I know our guys are excited about. You know, we're not going to have to play perfect, but we're going to have to play good and play well on offense.
What's the best coach defense you guys will face?
They're very good at what they do, and they got good players over there, and they do a good job of getting them in the right spot. They play well within their scheme. I know they lost a lot of players last year to the NFL, didn't return a lot of starters, but those guys that they plugged in there have done an outstanding job, and they fit in what they do. And you know, that you don't find easy things when you turn on the tape. Just, you know, an easy throw and something you might call where you feel like you're going to get something positive. You know, and make you execute and make you earn what you're going to get.
What do they do that's different than your average defense?
Well, one, they got good players. You know, they got great players, which a lot of teams in this league do. Their players are big, their players are strong, and their players play their responsibility. They're where they're supposed to be, play their gap, they tackle well, they just play good team defense.
Do you make fun of Kirby because he's not allowed to talk to the media, or are you jealous of him because he doesn't have to?
Jealous. I've told Claude several times.
Having Kirby on the other sideline, does that kind of add to the game for you, or is it subtract to it because y'all are so close?
No, I mean, we're getting ready to play, you know, Alabama. I'm excited for these players. Obviously, we're excited as coaches to be in the SEC championship. But bottom line is we're getting ready for an opponent, a team we're watching on tape, and we got to worry about what we control, and that's executing our plays, not who's on the other sideline, what you know, who the other team is. You know, we got to handle ourselves offensively.
You've been associated with this program for a long time. A lot of people are saying this is Georgia's biggest game in 30 years.
Well, it's a big game. It's a big game. It's a big game. You know, because it's a chance to win the championship. That's, you know, when we set out day one, is a chance to win the SEC championship, and we got it. And then, you know, whatever happens after this, it was part of the goal. But this was, you know, step two: win the East, have a chance to win a championship, and we're here, and we got to go play the game. We got to get ready to play our best game.
How would you assess your receivers right now? I mean, you've been through the losses. You know what you've got now.
We're thin. We're very thin at the position. You know, we're a little banged up. You know, this is going into week 13. You know, there's a little area of concern for those guys, and you know, how much volume and how much reps they've had. But you know, I know there'll be a lot of juice on Saturday. Just got to get through this week and practice and stay healthy, and you know, and be smart with them in the game. You know, last week we did some, you know, 2 tight end stuffs to help them out. You know, we'll see what happens this week.
What are you looking to see out of Murray, and what do you tell him going into a game like this?
Well, I tell him it's just, you know, it's obviously a big game. You know, he knows it's a big game. We all know it's a big game. I want Aaron Murray to be himself. I want him to cut it loose. I want him to play aggressive. I want him to play like I know he can play, and like we all know he can play. There's going to be mistakes that happen in this game. This defense is going to make plays. You know, we're going to have to punt. We might have to punt several times, but you got to stay confident and keep playing.
Sonny Smart says you and Kirby are the 2 most competitive people he's ever known.
To what extreme does that go?
Well, we've tended to compete at everything we've ever done, from cards to golf to who can get to the store the fastest. It's just one of those things. So it never ends pretty. So we'll just see. See not whether who wins or loses, but who talks the most. But that's usually in golf. But he always has the better partner, by the way. But it's this is a game. We're not playing. He ain't on the field, and I ain't on the field. We got to go out there and we got to help put our players in the best position to win and execute, and hopefully that's what we'll do on Saturday.